Good evening, everyone. Hello. Hope you're all doing well tonight. I'm pretty excited to be joining you tonight in my Wednesday night Facebook Live tutorial. That's a mouthful. Welcome to Stampin' Up with Jaimie. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. If at any time you miss any of my videos, I do post them to YouTube and you can check them all out there. I try and do about one a week. And I'm pretty faithful about that. As I promised last week, I am going to be making a card tonight using brand new product. I did get some items in my pre-order as a demonstrator. We can order ahead of time. And tonight we're going to be using the Detailed with Love bundle. So this is a clear mount or wood mount set. And it comes with a trio punch here. Let's see if I can get it in good lighting. The trio punch does a couple of things. It makes this kind of fun curved corner. This little, I don't know what that's called. This little design, and then this little circle one here that you can make a tag with. And these two here do coordinate together, so you could stamp that one first or punch that one first and then go ahead and make it a curved edge. Hi, Karen. Hi, Kim. How are you? I can't believe you're watching. Now I feel really nervous. So I'm really excited about this punch. I feel like you can do a lot with it. And the stamp set does coordinate with it. So this fun little stamp down here will coordinate with that punched image. It fits perfectly in that little space there for you. And this is in the new annual catalog, which is super exciting. And it comes with a Memories and More. Doesn't come with it. There is a Memories and More pack in it, which is super fun, of really neat patterns and sayings that you could use for memory keeping, making, or you can also use for cards as well. You're my hero. Oh, Kim. Oh, please. This is all thanks to you. You do know that, right? So here's my thing. I sat down with this bundle last night and I was like, okay, I got to make my card for tomorrow. And I don't know, I was really struggling. I just couldn't come up with something that I thought was really me. And maybe because my aesthetic is kind of, I don't tend to be too kind of girly, although I do like my pinks and purples, and I do like my flowery paper and stuff. I don't tend to be too girly in my design. And so I was kind of struggling. And so I was like, that's it. I scrapped everything that I was working on and I said, I'm starting all over again. And this is the card that I came up with. What I hate when that happens, Karen says, yes. I was getting so frustrated. I was really struggling. And of course, it was late at night. It was 10:30 at night. So that probably wasn't helping anything after a long day. But I was really trying to everybody kind of has their own style, their own way of doing things. And I was finding that what I was creating wasn't really true to who I was. So I kept some of the feminine elements to what the bundle is true to. So I have some rounded edges here, and this, I love the font here. I think it's just really pretty with the sweet little details. But I kept more, I don't know, masculine colors, so to speak. So I'm using Night of Navy and Pool Party. And although I probably could have used a more kind of girly embossing folder, I did just use the striped ones. So it's kind of like some softer elements as well as some harder elements. And I think it works pretty well. This is definitely more true to who I am than what I was trying to come up with yesterday. Ian is here and says that you're a natural. Oh, Ian, thank you so much. That's a huge compliment. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in here. I have, let's see here. I'm starting off with Night of Navy cardstock here. This is 4 1/4 by 11, and then I have it scored at the 5 1/2 here. That's kind of, the norm. Sometimes I do cards this way, but 90% of them are that way, as you can probably tell. I took a Whisper White cardstock here with a thing of Pool Party. The Whisper White is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and then the Pool Party is just an 1/8 of an inch smaller, so it's 3 3/4 by 5. And normally I already have these all embossed and ready to go, but I thought I would emboss them for you. I'm using this fun and embossing folder here. This is the Simple Stripes. It was in the Occasions catalog, but it is carrying over into the annual catalog, which is super exciting. The other day I went through everything I had. Paper, ribbon, embellishments, stamps. I pulled everything out that wasn't continuing in the annual catalog, and I was actually pleasantly surprised that a good portion of my product is. So this is including. I was pretty excited. So we're going to just pop that in my embossing folder here. And because it is lined, you do have to, I mean, unless you don't mind crooked lines, but you do kind of want to make sure that your lines are straight, your paper is straight to the lines, or else you're going to have crooked lines. Although I did once see a lady do like diagonals, which I thought was kind of fun. You could do diagonals, you could do horizontal lines, vertical lines. This is a fun embossing folder. Hold on. Oh, I got my big shot here. I need to do that. Yeah. Oh, yes. You know what? I did it Mother's Day. I was just so inspired. I was just like, it was kind of fun. I was looking forward to doing it. I'd love to see what I have and to get rid of and get ready. I'm going to be doing a Facebook yard sale. So I needed to pull everything out and kind of take inventory of what I had that is going to be sold. Oh, okay. This is the result. Ta-da! And I did these vertical lines, as you can see. And there is a negative. Hi, Dad. There is a negative and a positive. So this is the positive side. It has the bumps on the top. I'm going to be using this side here that has the indentations. And I didn't get adhesive out. Hold on. Oh no, where is my adhesive? Hold on. Oh boy. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Keeping it real here, folks. I had a class this afternoon, so my adhesive was over at my table where the ladies were crafting. And so this is just my, again, Pool Party going on some Whisper White because I can't help but matte everything. And then that's going on some Night of Navy. Where'd my example go? Okay. Like so. Here, I'll get my example. There's that. And that's just going to go in the center here. So at first I just had like the DSP with the sentiment, and I thought that's kind of cute. I just love lots of different elements, and this is kind of fun because I took a piece of silver foil here, and I don't know, there's no other silver on the card. I just thought it was just kind of a fun, I don't know, extra little element, because why not? I kind of have it in the middle there, so. And I love texture. So we have like the striped embossed paper here. We have some silver. We have this more like dainty Whisper White organza ribbon. And then this like harsher, not harsher, but more texture, linen thread. So lots of different elements going on here. Karen says, I usually reorganize when I go to my craft area and can't come up with any ideas. Yep. Sounds about right. Yep. And I needed to do it. I just had to, enough is enough. I need to see what's moving on, what's not. So I'm using this triple punch here, and I'm going to use this curved edge here. And hopefully I don't shake the camera too much. But there's these notches in here. There used to be a triple punch. I think that was it 2 catalogs ago? Or maybe even, I think it was 2 catalogs ago. So very similar. You're just going to nestle this the corner right into it, and then punch down. And there's the garbage, and then I'm going to do the other side here, like so. And then I decided, why not? I made it into a tag. You have an eye came together nicely. Oh, thank you, Kim. That's very kind of you. And this one, unlike these two here where you put the corner in, this one you just put it in flat. And I was trying to figure out how to make sure it's in the center, but it actually almost perfectly fits the notches here. So if it was bigger than that, I'm not exactly sure how you would know if it's the center. Someone figure that out and let me know. I just kind of eyeballed it. Oh, this is Tutti Frutti paper, by the way, the DSP. This will be retired. This was cut at 2.5 by 4. And there's the other side of it. Isn't that so fun? Strawberries and blueberries. And then I took a piece of this Whisper White organza, which is so pretty. And I don't know if you've seen, but I think it was Patty Bennett has colored this in with the Stampin' blends, which I think is such a fun idea. She just takes her Stampin' blends and colors the ribbon, so you can make it all sorts of colors, which is fun. This is retiring. It will not be continuing on. Oh, here, let's see. This, it's like 4.5. Although if you want a longer one tag, you make it longer. If you want shorter, you make it shorter. I can't get it in. There we go. And actually this one, it was longer than I trimmed it down. And I may trim this one down too. Then I'm just going to take my linen thread, which is probably, gosh, this is brand new. I go through this stuff like crazy. I use it all the time. See, I can't even find the start. Where's the start? I use this stuff all the time. I love... Well, first of all, I'm not a huge bow maker, and this makes the simplest, easiest bows. This and baker's twine, it's so easy. But I just use it so often. As if you follow my blog, you will know, because I'm constantly using it. So the thing with the linen thread is that because it's wound around, where is it? Like this, it'll have like almost lines in it, like kinks. So just pull it. The heat from your hands will straighten it out. How do you color the ribbon? Oh, you just take the Stampin' blends. Where is it? Like this. One of the Stampin' blends. And you literally just color it. So you would use the brush end of it. The brush end. And you just color it. Paint it, so to speak. I haven't tried it, but she's done lots of cards with that. And it comes out beautifully. It's a great way to stretch the ribbon to, you know, all sorts of projects and colors that you might be using in cards. Oops, that's not even. Let's try that again. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and make a bow. That would even make a cute gift card holder. Oh, this here, Karen? Do you think? Like, not... Explain. I'm intrigued. You mean like glue all these down but leave the top down? I mean, leave the top open, I should say, not down. You know what's funny? This is really funny. I'm going to go ahead and say this. So as a blog, I can go in and look at what my most viewed blog post was, or like my most popular one, the one that gets the most comments, blah, blah, blah. I can see all those different stats. So would you believe my most viewed blog post by like a landslide, there's not even one remotely close to it, is a blog post I did, I think it was two Christmases ago, and it's a gift card holder. It's not even a card. It's a straight up, all it is just a gift card holder. And it has been seen, like, it's not even, none of my other blog posts even remotely come close to it. Isn't that funny? I don't know. I did it during Christmas time, so maybe people are sending lots of Christmas gift cards. I don't know. Okay, so this I just kind of offset here. I don't know. I just kind of eyeballed it. There's no real rhyme or reason. Then glued it down. I think I'm going to trim these a little bit. If you want them longer, you can keep them longer. Yeah, I like them just a little bit shorter. Give it a little bit of haircut. Oops. Ah. So you think this could be used as a gift card holder, huh, Karen? Interesting. I love it. Love it. Okay, next we're going to heat emboss. This is the sentiment, where is it? From the Detailed with Love, and I love the script here. I just love that font. I think it's so pretty. I think this is perfect. You always need a thank you card. You always need a birthday card. You always need like a just because. And then like an encouragement, right? That's a nice encouragement sentiment there. So I think this is just really fun. And so many of my smiles begin with you. Ah, who wouldn't want to receive that? But tonight we're going to use the Life is Sweeter. Oops. Oh, look what happened. I never even put the the thing on. I'm going to do it right now. The sticker on it. A nice idea. Thanks, Mom. Let's see. Or is it Dad? I don't know which one's watching. Okay, sorry. I didn't. There we go. Life is sweeter with friends like you. I need a block. Do I have a block? Oh my goodness, all my blocks are over near my table from my party earlier. Okay, we're gonna use this ginormous long one, even though it doesn't need to be this big. Oh, thanks, Dad. My niece is always asking me to make gift card holder cards. You just gave me a great idea. Oh, that's fun. Hey, listen, you'll have to post your results. That's super fun. I don't do fancy fold cards that often, as you can see, and as I've said before, but they are really cool. This is because we're heat embossing. I'm just using the embossing buddy here. This is just like a little pillow that has like this powder in it. And anytime you heat emboss, you definitely want to kind of wipe your surface down first. This gets rid of all your static so that when you stamp your image, you don't get like speckles. Like the powder only sticks to the ink and not elsewhere. But being that I'm using a dark colored cardstock, what I always do is I kind of wipe it on my hand first, and then I wipe it, because I find if I go straight to the cardstock, like all this excess powder comes off and actually will like lighten your cardstock, you know, it won't keep the same full color. It'll actually like make it like a little lighter looking. So wipe it on your hand first and then wipe your card. It gets rid of all the cardstock. Static, not cardstock, static. And then I'm going to Stampin' Versamark ink. We use Versamark ink because as compared to our regular ink pads, it stays wet longer. So it just buys you time to be able to get it sprinkled with the powder. If you were to use the regular ink pads, it would surely, there's a good chance it would dry out before you sprinkled it with powder. Therefore, the powder wouldn't stick. So Versamark stays wet longer. So I'm just going to ink that up. This Versamark ink pad. It's been so well loved. Okay. Aim for center, aim for straight. No pressure. Let's see here. That's a little crooked. You probably can't see it. It's a little crooked. Should I fix it? Here, I'll sprinkle it with powder. You let me know if you think that's too crooked. It's not horrible. This is a white embossing powder here. Someone today at my class, I don't know if she's here, it's Lynn On, asked me why do embossing powder as opposed to, like, why heat emboss as opposed to just stamping with the white craft ink. And that's because the white and craft ink isn't super strong, like a concentrated color. It just wouldn't come out as that very contrasted white, right? Like here you can see it. There's no doubt about it. If I were just to stamp that in white craft ink, it would be very muted. It wouldn't be that sharp, white, crisp color. That looks straight. Okay, Karen says it's straight. I'm going to go with it. Okay, so where's my heat tool? Here's my heat tool. Be careful with fingers. Don't get them in the way or else you'll burn. And you're going to heat it until it starts to shine. It'll actually turn from powder form and it will become like shiny. Careful with your fingers. You don't want to burn them. It takes all of a second, not too long. And before you mess with it, you do want to make sure it dries, because immediately it's almost like not like a liquid, but it would smear. If I were to touch that like right away, it would smear, and I don't want it to smear. It came out nice. Just make sure it's dry. Where's my, I brought over, there they are. Here's my example. And I'm going to throw some dimensionals on here because I love dimensionals. That's another thing. I use these on almost all my cards. I just love it. It adds some dimension, haha, hence the name, to the card. It's just a nice little addition here. Get my tails out of the way. And this I kind of want straight and center like so. I may have to trim those tails a little bit. Where's my scissors? Here they are. Normally I don't care if the sentiment's covered, but I kind of want this one just to show. I don't want it being covered. Give it a little haircut. There we go. Okay, so today I definitely used some newer product. such as the new bundles that are coming out. These will be available June 1st. The stamp set Detailed with Love. You can get it with a bundle with this fun punch here. The bundle will get you both products together, and it will give you a 10% off discount, which is great whenever you're buying a bundle. The card does use a few retiring products, such as the paper, the Tutti Frutti paper, and the Whisper White Organza ribbon. So if those things are catching your eye, you're definitely going to want to go and hop over there and make sure you grab those while they're still available. Items are while supplies last. So, you know, things that are retired, you don't want to miss out on them for sure. If you have any questions about anything that I use, please, Karen says no triple Vanderpunch. I could have used it. I really could have. But then that would defeat the purpose of the new punch. That set is going on my wish list. Yes, Kathy. I really like it. It's a fun one. I think this, where is it? The punch is very versatile. You can do so much with it. I'm looking forward to using this for like scrapbooking, even to like curve my pictures with and stuff. I think this is going to be really fun for memory keeping. So if you have any questions, please get a hold of me. You can head over to my blog or drop me an email, stampinjaimie@gmail.com. Be sure to swing over to my blog. I do have my annual catalog product share available right now, as well as my color revamp club. Those are two things that I'm offering until the end of May, and that gets new product in your hands in an affordable, easy way. So definitely swing over and check that out. If you have any questions, let me know, and if not, I'll see you next week. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.